Hello and welcome back to Universities Education. Today we're going to explore what a PIP is, and we're going to do that as part of our Forex Basic program. As always, just a quick reminder that everything we go through is intended to be educational and instructive. Trading and investing involves risk management, the risk that you could lose and the reward that you can make money. So understand risk management and how to do that before going live into the financial markets. Now, as we talk about pips, pips are percentage in point. That's what it stands for. And this is the smallest and standard unit of value in a currency pair. So when somebody refers to your gain or your loss, they'll often talk in pips. Oh, I made 40 pips. I lost 20 pips on that trade. And that's a standard unit of value in a currency pair. As a general rule, currency values are listed to the fourth decimal point, with the exception of the Japanese yen, which will be listed to the second decimal point. So the Japanese yen looks more like a standard number where it'll say something like 110.20 or something like that, just .20. With every other currency pair, you'll see to the fourth decimal point where it will be like Euro USD 1.2028. The yen would only go to the second. And so it's this last digit moving that is the pip. For the yen pairs, it would be 103.57, 103.55. It's going down or it's going up a pip. With the Euro USD, you'd watch this fourth number, 1.2029, 1.2030. It's going up, or 1.2027, 1.2026. It's going down, and it's this last number moving that is a pip. Now, fractional pips are just that. They're a fraction of a pip. So people usually don't focus on them too much. And if you were looking at a quote screen, it would basically be the fifth decimal point out here. And usually they'll show it on your platform as a smaller number. So you'd see 1.4583. This is your full pip. This would represent 5/10 of a pip, or half of a pip. If it were a 2 out here, it would be 2/10 of a full pip. So it's true that currencies will move in fractional pips up to a pip, but it's so small that usually there's not a lot of focus paid to that smaller number. So you'd usually focus on the full pip value. And if you were looking at Euro USD at 1.20353, it's just 3/10 of a full pip. Now, you still need to pay attention to that from a trading standpoint to get a little bit better price or what have you. You might have to trade and try to get those little fractional pips. But really, when it comes to profitability, they're very minimal. So your focus is much more from a trading standpoint on full pips. If I buy this pair at 120.35.3, or 3/10 of a pip, that number is insignificant. What I want is to make pips in value. So now I'm looking at, hey, I bought this at 120.35. I'm trying to run this thing up to 120.85 and be up 50 pips in this trade. That sort of idea. So the fractional pips, they come into play a little bit, but they're definitely not the focus. Your focus is going to be on that fourth decimal point, both for trading and for profitability standpoint. So the fourth decimal point is where the pips are changing. And with the Japanese yen pairs, of course, it's just out to the second decimal point. So that's a little bit of information on pips and how they work. Hope you've enjoyed this video. We'll see you.